on this computer. Yeah. Okay, so I will take a brief session and it will be really interesting. I'm assuring you. Okay, so I will take a, actually this session is about a feedback of induction from students. Okay, so before asking about feedback of induction, let me discuss a few more things about this medical lab technology, and I will try to answer all your queries. Okay, so myself, I'm Vamsi Kumar. My surname is Attuluri Vamsi Kumar. Okay, so I'm assistant professor in Department of Medical Lab Technology, UIAHS. So our department comes under the School of University Institute of Applied and Health Sciences. Okay, UIAHS is our school, and you got it right. So there are many schools in our Chandigarh University, like engineering school, nursing school, business school, arts school, like that. We will fall under Allied Health Sciences School. Okay, UIAHS. So today I want to discuss about the challenges and opportunities in medical laboratory sciences. So what are the challenges we have in our career and what are the opportunities we have in our career? So, first of all, I would like to really congratulate all the students who have opted this beautiful course, which is medical lab technology. So I know that you have many confusions, many things in your mind, or you are anxious about your future, whether is this a good course or not. So all those confusions I will clear. Okay. So, and also I will emphasize on the challenges that we have in our field and opportunities we have in our field. So with a basic thing, I will go. See, without facing challenges, we can't grow. So yes, there are few challenges in our career, but yes, though it is because of those challenges that motivates us to profile to forward and to see the next day sunrise. So challenges, we must accept it. So great things take time, and challenges are one thing that we need to overcome. So yeah, so we know that it's a very sad truth that the significance of medical lab technician haven't been realized by the public until there is a global emergency. Until they're getting one pandemic, the people are unaware of the significant role that we are doing in the lab to make the report. It is because of we the reports are generated. It is because of we, the doctor will know the status of patients. It is the first people who will know the actual condition of patient is not even the doctor. It is a medical lab technologist. Without we, whole system cannot work. It will be a system of guessing. Okay, without a lab technician, without we are giving a result to the patients, the doctor is just guessing. So 70% of treatment given by the doctor is dependent on lab tests. Okay, lab test will give us an idea of to treat the patient. So yeah, students, you need to mute. Okay, everyone. When I'm asking, you can. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, so that is what I was saying. So without we, the doctors cannot respond. Okay, so we are the foundation for entire medical field. Even not every field is connected with the technician. You know, you take any other field, any healthcare fields. It at last we need to assess patient status by his body fluids. So and that is the major role done by us. So yes, so COVID-19 may given us a chance to show our significance in the medical care. So yes, lockdown really helped us in one way or other way. So what usually we will do? So our domain is to identify the reason for the disease to the patient. Okay, so our primary business is to identify the cause of patient illness. So can anyone of you tell me, students, why we will get disease? What is the reason for getting disease? And what is the meaning of disease? How you will differentiate a diseased person from a healthy person? So healthy
So
person.
disease is due to the bacteria. It can be bacterial disease, viral disease, which we
Okay.
diagnose.
Okay. Any more? That is fine. So bacteria, these things will cause disease. Any more? How you will define? Okay. How a diseased person is different from healthy person? Yeah. So in my opinion, So
When a
disease,
pathogen enters,
yes.
when a pathogen enters into a human body, it is
Hmm.
called a diseased person.
Okay,
And a healthy
so
person,
very good.
physically and mentally.
Hmm. Very good, Miss. What is your name? Naujo. Yeah. Hmm.
Like
See,
so,
yes, whenever we are saying disease, we are only minding about pathogens. Either because of microorganisms, we are getting disease. Is it the only reason? Is the only microorganisms will cause disease? Okay, first.
No, sir.
Hmm. Okay, I
Sir,
will.
yes, sir.
Yes, someone.
Sir, a healthy mean a healthy person means it is mentally, physiology, psychologically, and functionally, sexually fit, healthy. It should not means only we are not physically. If we are
Very
not physically healthy, it means that we are. One second, sir. If we are physically fit, it
good.
means not that we are not diseased. We can be diseased in the other sense, like
Exactly.
physiologically.
Very good, Aman and Navjot. You both given important statement about a psychological well-being. So psychological, see, a person can be physically fit, but psychologically he is depressed, and that is one of the real problem. So psychological well-being is also important. So that's it. 1 second, students. I will. Anu, నేను మీకు తర్వాత కాల్ చేస్తాను నేను క్లాస్లో sorry students see uh, a, a diseased person cannot do his regular activities. A healthy person can wake up and he will do all regular activities, but a diseased person cannot do his day-to-day regular activities. You know, his life won't be easy. Even the simplest work will be very toughest thing to him. Okay, such a person can be stated as a diseased person. So like, dislike. Similarly, easy, diseasiness. Okay, it's opposites to easy. So we can say like that. I saw this meaning in one textbook. It's not an authenticate Oxford meaning, but yeah, disease means the person who is unable to do his routine things easily. So he's become diseased. Okay, diseased. So disease can occur not only because of pathogens. Disease can also be because of psychological problem, and disease can occur due to cancers. Disease can occur due to your abnormal lifestyle. So all these things can contribute to a disease. Disease doesn't mean always pathogens. Okay. So what are the pathogens, by the way? Can you tell me what pathogens will cause us disease? What organisms will cause us disease? Like viruses, bacteria,
fungal,
fungi,
Protozoans,
parasites,
protozoans,
fungal,
protozoans, parasites. Any
bacterial,
bacteria, parasites,
viral,
viruses,
parasites, viral.
parasites of fungus.
algae.
Algae means
So
fungus only.
sometime, okay, sir.
Fungus only. Okay, yeah. Any more? Yeah, there is one more thing, students. Most of you are unaware of it. That is called prions.
Infectious disease.
Yeah,
Yes,
prions.
sir.
Yeah,
Viroids, virons.
virons, or prions. Prions means
Yes, sir.
abnormal proteins.
Protein particles.
Yeah, abnormal protein particles, and these abnormal proteins have the tendency to infect person to person. They're contagious. So yeah, even abnormal proteins can be stated as a disease causing agents. So now, how we will detect these diseased causing agents? Okay, so a patient has some problem. So now, students, any problem, any pathogen, first it will gain access into the blood. Okay, it will gain access into blood, or it gained access into a tissue, and it started destroying the tissue, or it's damaging the tissue. So whenever there is a damage, just like our how can we say, okay, you take a pen and you broke the pen, then you will get ink out of pen, right? So usually ink should not be there outside the pen body. Ink should be come out from the tip. If we see ink on the other places of this particular object, that indicates a problem. So similarly, in our body, all tissues have their own specific location markers. Okay, if those markers are identified in an inappropriate location, that definitely indicates the disease status. See, I should not identify some white blood cells in my cheek. So if after biopsy, if I see any white blood cells in my cheek, that indicates there is some problem. Okay, so identifying a uncommon thing in an uncommon site is can cause a disease, and that cause, what caused the disease? Is it a virus? Is it a bacteria or prions, biochemical changes, cancers, or even anything? The art of identifying the cause of disease is the primary role of a lab technician. It is we who will identify the cause of the disease. Not only identify, we will also screen, we will also enhance in the treatment procedure of the doctor. So we are the one who is the important role playing in identifying this disease causing agents. Okay, now I will show you the basic definition of a medical lab technologist. So yeah, the responsibility of a medical lab technologist is to perform investigations relating to diagnosis, treatment, and prevention of disease. So diagnosis means here we are trying to understand the cause of disease, then treatment. So we got a glucose patient, doctor given some metformin tablet. Now we need to reanalyze the status of glucose in the body, whether the tablets worked or not. This is called prognosis. Okay. So in the prognosis means this is the healing procedure. So the status of recovery of patient is also done by a lab technician. Follow-up protocol, that is also our role. Then treating the patient. Indirectly, we are playing an important role in patient treatment. And also we are playing vital role in preventing diseases. So like that, this is what happened in COVID-19. So we are identifying COVID patients and we are isolating them. So we are preventing that further contaminating in the society. So these are the primary roles and responsibilities of a medical lab technician. So usually you have this mindset of only doing some blood test. Not only that, okay, we are also playing an important role in treatment and prevention of diseases. Okay, so now what objects we can take from the body to identify the cause of disease? Okay, that is my next question. So some things include blood. So from blood we can see the problems. Now I want to tell here one important thing. Our lab tests are broadly divided into two areas. So first area is called as invasive techniques and other area is called as non-invasive techniques. Do you know what is the meaning of invasive and non-invasive? Invasive means here we are hurting the patient to get some sample. That is called invasive. And without hurting patient, getting sample is called non-invasive. Say for example, taking blood is a hurting procedure. So that is a invasive technique. Whereas non-invasive fluids are urine, sputum, semen, tears, nasal swabs, mucous membrane swabs. All these will be non-invasive. So both non-invasive techniques and invasive techniques have their own important contributions. Okay, something can be given by blood, cannot be given by urine. Something that can be given by urine cannot be given by a blood. So each and everything has its own significance. So depending upon the situation and the circumstances, we will decide on what sample we need to do, we need to take. So identifying the patient status and planning to take the right sample is also a primary, is one of the responsibility of the technician. So if for one particular test, we can do many samples we can take. Either we can take blood, urine, anything, urine or even semen. So that depends. And that final decision will be taken by a lab technologist. And where you are going to take in that sample. Say for example, blood sample. So we got a patient, very chubby patient. Okay, he's very fatty. So his blood vessels are very thin. So we are unable to identify the blood vessels of this patient. So how we are going to collect blood? Collecting blood is called phlebotomy. Okay, so collection of blood is one of the important skill that you need to learn. Okay, collection of blood is one of the important skill. In my masters, so they are only half day schools. Okay, half day colleges. So in the morning, most of my, even me, working in labs. So some of my friends, they are earning around 10,000 just for going 2 hours to the labs. So they are going to lab and they will collect blood from the patients and they will keep the blood in the test tubes and they will come back. Okay, so each lab they are going and they are working one hour. So each lab they're paying 3,000. So they are getting 10,000 at the end of month just by collecting blood from the patient. Okay, because early morning we will have this diabetic patients. So this is one interesting thing. So you just master the skill of collecting blood. So there is 10,000 in your pockets. You need not to ask your mom, dad, relatives, cousins. No more arguments, no more things, stupid things for silly pocket money. So yeah, skills really helps us, and our MLT is really good at it. And by the way, very general statement. So as long as peoples are alive, humans are there on planet Earth, there will be diseases. As long as there are diseases, there is a need of lab technician. So you don't worry about your career, okay? So our career is one of the best thing, everlasting career compared to other sciences. Okay. Mm, yeah. Maybe if you're going to any other Mars and other alien planet, that might change, but in Earth, this is the criteria. Okay, so then let us see what jobs you can do upon finishing your lab technology course. Okay, so now I need to clearly tell you, students, very clearly, the pathways are different for a BSc student and a master student. So this question also you have many students asking me, sir, I already finished my BSc MLT, and why do I should do MSc? Because even after MSc also I'm working in lab only. What is the use of doing MSc? So now I will tell that difference also, how an MSc MLT is a different from BSc MLT. So both of them have their own significance. I'm not giving any partiality to both of them, but I will just give you some idea. Okay, so what roles we can do after finishing either BSc or MSc is, we can become a lab manager if you after good experience. Then we can become a phlebotomist, just collecting blood. There is a huge demand for phlebotomy students, keep in mind. So in my past university, there are some students, okay, some very dull students. I really used to worry about them because they're not able to score more, and I tried my level best to motivate them to get good scores, but at the end of the day, they just border passed. And they started working in hospitals. Then I got a good feedback from a you know a smart student, that they are saying that so and so student become very good at that hospital on collecting blood. Whole hospital staff is dependent on one student, the student that I thought the most duller. So yeah, your marks doesn't decide you, your skills decides what is your thing. So I really become very happy, and I really, I called that student, and I really appreciate it, because patients want her to take blood. Everyone want her, because for children especially. So children are not even crying when she is taking blood. So that is, I really felt happy by listening that story. So yes, phlebotomist is one really interesting area. Then there is microbiology. So the microbiologist will always see the problems with pathogens. Okay, they will focus on either virology, bacteriology, other parasites or microorganisms. Okay, so that is one interesting domain. Then blood banking, very interesting domain. So in all emergency cases, blood is the fluid of life. Without blood, we won't be alive. And there are some criteria. Okay, not all blood are same. So there are some blood matching, donor screening. All these things is one of the important domain, and that is blood banking. And an MLTN, a medical lab technologist, is 1000% eligible to become a good medical blood bank technologist. There is no replacement in any course to replace a medical lab technologist in the blood bank. Not even biotech, not even any domains of fields. Okay, so blood bank is one of our best area. Then histopathology. So histopathology, here students, so previously I only said about taking samples from patients. I said only blood, urine, semen, or
Okay.
some body fluids or sweat. Yes, student. Yeah.
So my question is cancer detected by histopathologist?
Is cancer detected by histopathologist, right? That is your question.
Yes, sir.
Yes, now Jyot, I will tell you. I'm coming there. Yeah, now listen. Uh, see, I said, right, collecting samples. I only said blood, urine, these things. Now, is it possible to collect a sample of a organ from the body? I will take a piece of liver. I will take a piece of kidney, piece of brain. Is it possible? A piece of eye. Can I do any lab test like that? Can I take a piece of organ? Yes, we can take a piece of organ and we can identify the problem, the pathological abnormalities at the tissue level in histopathology, because all of the cancers will start at the level of cells. So if the cell architecture is differentiated, if the tissue architecture is abnormal, that indicates there is a diseased condition. So histopathology plays a vital role in understanding the microanatomical structure of tissues. And histopathology is the core domain to identify cancers. So even the most advanced cancer can be able to treat it if we able to detect it at its earliest stage. Okay, so cancers are typically two types: benign cancers, malignant cancers. Malignant cancers, they will spread and there is no cure. But cancer is not a one-day procedure. You know, it's an abnormal cell division. It will take some 6 years to get visual symptoms. So by the time we are detecting cancer in the patient, he already been exposed to this cancer condition for past 5 years. If we have identified this patient 5 years ago, maybe he may not die. There is a chance of 90% cure even for the deadliest cancer if we detect in its first early stages, and that can be done purely with histopathology. So now our role in histopathology is we need to make a thin section of this tissue, and we need to stain it, and we need to see it should be visualized under microscope. So our role is to make the cells visible under microscope. And now a pathologist, an MD pathologist, he will start treating, he will start interpreting the cells, and he will treat the patients. Our role is just to prepare the section, prepare the tissue only. You keep in mind, okay, we are not going to treat any patients, any cancer patients. Our role is to assist a doctor with a right patient smear tissue sample. Okay, so this is the primary role to a medical lab technologist. So these are the few important roles we can do as a prominent in here. So now you asked, okay, by autopsy biopsy. So someone saying autopsy biopsy. So if you are taking a piece of organ from a living patient, that is called autopsy. If you are taking from a dead body, then that is called biopsy. Autopsy. Biopsy is living and autopsy is dead. And what is the reason to take sample from dead body? He's already dead. No one cares. Okay, now what is the use of knowing the cause? You know, I can't read this dead body.
Postmortem. So.
Yeah, what is yeah. So the reason is now we will try to identify the cause of the death. What cause made him die? Okay, for that purpose also we must take sample, we must do it. So that is forensic. So there is some invisible area called forensology or forensic sciences, and there also there is a huge demand for medical lab technologists, especially a histopathologist. Okay, a histopathologist is the one who is checking these things in the lab. Okay, so yeah, now these things you can do, and these are the major branches in our MLT. Okay, we have 3 core branches. One is pathology, one is biochemistry, other one is microbiology. So microbiology, when I say branch, it's a vast branch. Okay, it includes bacteriology, mycology, virology, parasitology, protozoology, helminthology. There are many domains. Keep in mind. Okay, that is one domain. Then second domain is pathology. Pathology includes the hematology. Everything will come under pathology. Okay, histopathology, cytopathology, all these things. Then other one is blood banking. Okay, so blood banking. Here we have all blood banking related things. So I said pathology, biochemistry, microbiology. Biochemistry. So now you can work in a biochemistry lab. You can work in a microbiology lab. You can work in a even pathology labs. So when I say microbiology lab, you can even go to specialized branches, bacteriology labs like ICMR labs, specialized tuberculosis lab, malaria research centers. Now, yeah, a student who has finished BSc MLT can be able to get a very secured job in the roles of these domains, what I say. Now, if he want to do a domain specific specialized job, then there is the need of MSc. Say, for example, you need to work in a tuberculosis research center. So for any research, the minimum criteria is masters. So in that research center, the minimum eligibility criteria to be a lab technician in a research center is MSc MLT. And that is how an MSc student differs from BSc. So after masters, already it is a big wider branch. Now after your masters, only the universe will stop you. So there are universal amount of opportunities for us. So that is enough, not even PhD. Just masters will gain you the access to the open space outside. Okay. So BSc will take you up to the sky, whereas MSc will take you the outer space. PhD, you can cross the solar system also. So yeah, so that is the interesting thing about medical lab technology. No other field has this many opportunities, students. A nursing can only do nursing. A optometrist only can do eye checkup. All others are only domain specific. Already they are highly domain specific people, but not an MLTNs. Our need is everywhere in the hospital healthcare setups. Okay, so this is really good course. Okay, so
Hello, sir.
yes.
So, sir, in which where we taught that how to collect sample in the BSc MLT, in
Yes,
which
in
semester?
BSc MLT, see, I'm telling very simply, right from BSc onwards, we will start samples of various levels. We will start with the saliva to blood to urine to higher end things. Okay, so blood
Sir,
banking.
in which year we can become perfect
You
in
will
collecting blood
start
sample?
collecting blood from semester 1 onwards.
And sir,
What my
in
point
which
is?
year we can
Semester
become
1.
so? Sir,
In which
in which year we can become perfect?
by final year only, obviously, after 1 year mandatory internship. So by sixth
Okay.
semester, you will know everything about MLT. Then we will place you in internship, mandatory internship 1 year. So now whatever we taught in the labs, in the classrooms, this you will practically do in the internships. Then you will get confidence that you can able to you can handle real world problems. Then after that 1 year, you will get confidence. Then we will give you a degree, and that's it. As I said, the
Yes.
sky is yours. Yeah. So
Yes,
yes.
sir. Can we also earn, like you said, 10,000 by working in by collecting
Yes,
bloods
you just
in internship also?
yes. See, that is up to our capability. If if I prove that I know how to color blood, then they will. I want salary. I don't want internship. I have the skill, and I want salary to pay me salary. If they are in it, definitely they will give us money. No issues at all. And we won't stop you whether you are doing internship or job. We won't say why are you doing job instead of internship. We never stop you. Okay, all we want is your experience certificate, that 6 months you have that worked in so and so, and that we will calculate for giving your degree. Okay, so there is no
Okay.
barrier to stop you from our end. From faculty end, we are always supportive. You are our first
Sir,
priority.
for
Okay, apart
internship,
from our jobs. Yeah, yes.
sir, for internship, the hospital pays us or we have to pay to hospital?
Yeah, we already have MOUs. Okay, MOUs means we already tied up with some good hospitals. We are already the university paying them money, and now they will take you as a free interns there. Okay, the hospitals that we already tied up, they will take you free
If
internship.
they pay us,
It's free,
if they pay us,
completely free. Yeah, will they pay you? That depends upon your skill. You just go as an intern, work 1 month, and show that you are capable of doing it. Then definitely they will provide you. And also, if you are really good, then you can do job also. We won't stop you.
And sir, in we have to give only 6th semester or 7th semester?
7th and 8th semester are 2 internships. Okay, so 6 months,
Okay.
6 months, two internships that we kept as a 7th and 8th semester. In that internship, not only you are just observing the lab, but also you need to do a minor project. Okay, dissertation submission, some minor projects. We will guide you. Okay, don't worry. So
Okay,
Sir,
sir.
yes.
sir, what is course duration? 3 or 4 years?
See, I think we are offering two courses here: BSc 3 years course and BSc honorary degree, which is 4 years course. I don't know what you opted in CU.
Sir, honors.
Honors is 4 years. Yeah. And we also have lateral entry students. Okay, lateral entry means they will directly come into the second year if they have previously
sir,
they
both
done
are
DMLT.
same.
Sir, what's the basic difference between honors and a simple degree?
Okay, in simple, we will give you degree after 3 years. Of there is no internship for a simple degree. Yeah. In honors, there is a mandatory internship. Only after finishing of internship, we will give you uh, the degree. The only difference is internship.
Thank you,
Uh,
sir.
Yes, sir.
yeah.
Sir, which
So
subject will you teach us?
which subject I will teach you. So currently I was assigned to teach you physiology. Okay, physiology, that is the normal functioning
Yes,
of
sir,
all
sir,
organs in the body.
digestive system, breathing,
Everything, yeah.
excretion. Okay, sir.
So I will
And
focus
sir,
more.
from 1 September, our classes will start, and tomorrow is our sir is our hostel reporting
Mhm.
day. Sir is
Yes,
our
sir.
class will.
See,
Yes, sir.
don't worry. See, you. This is just online. You can turn on your mobile and you can work that. I hope that won't be a big deal. Even if you're traveling, if there is intermittent signal latency, or even if it is breaking, but still, you just fill that Google form. Try to attend this session at least for 10 to 15 minutes, and I can consider that. We are not so harsh. We know that we can consider your state.
Yes,
Okay, so
yes,
don't
okay,
worry,
sir. Thank you.
but
Thank you,
ensure
sir.
to join.
Sir,
Everyone must
Google.
join. Yeah. Don't just fill the form and run away. Okay.
Sir, one thing more.
You must actively attend. Yes.
Sir, I saw that the
Hmm.
academic block D7 is under construction.
Under construction, but our first floor is finished. Our MLT department, our classrooms, our everything is ready, so we can have good
Sir,
classes. No issues.
okay, sir. Sir, I am in CU campus since 4 days.
Okay. Then why you didn't meet us? You please reach to department.
Sir,
We'll be glad to.
sir, I went yesterday, and 2 days before yesterday, I saw that this under construction work. No,
Okay. Okay. Saturday, most of the faculties are on off, and Sunday, yeah, Friday and today are everyone are here.
okay, sir, then I will come.
Yes, yes, please
Yes,
come
sir.
us. Come to
Yes,
us.
sir.
Sir,
Sir,
Sir, tomorrow is my reporting day, and
Hmm.
my father also come with me,
Hmm.
and he want to stay at one night and a day in our hostel. What is
I think they will allow. I'm not sure much about it. Maybe you can ask. You please meet our HOD. Okay, our HOD ma'am, and she will guide you. There is a provision. Don't worry. There is
excuse me,
provision for faculty, for the parents. Yes, yes, now Jot.
sir, is it possible to do diploma after master's or graduation?
What? Is it possible?
To do diploma
Diploma in what? See, okay,
for
that. Mhm. Diploma.
radiography after
Yes, you can. You can. See,
graduate.
yes, I got the point. See, this is one loophole. See, in our core domains, we have only 3 core domains, okay, right? Micro, biochemistry, and pathology. But we haven't discussed about radiology, all these echocardiologies, okay? That you can do as a diploma course. And that you will have one specialization. That degree will help you for doing in radiology or those echocardiologists, those things, X-ray
Sir, which
technician,
degree, master's
dialysis
degree,
technician. Mhm.
which degree, master's degree or bachelor?
Which degree? I didn't get you now, George. Sorry.
Sir, you said now,
Ah,
which degree helps you to do radiography? As I asked you, which degree, master degree or
no, just a diploma is. See, for every job students, there are two things. One is just doing job, just doing that mechanical things. That is for that diploma or BSc is enough. If you want to do advanced techniques in that job, then you need masters. Since we, the lab technologists, we need the basic things like we need to prepare the patient, we need to take a photo of patient. For that, diploma is enough. We are not going to keep that as our core domain, right? So diploma is enough for other special branches. For masters, you just opt MSc MLT, okay? So I think this session gonna end, and you can rejoin the same link, okay? If you want. If not, I will end this session.
hello, sir.
Yes,
It's
yes.
tomorrow is our last day of induction or
Tomorrow,
31st.
I have to discuss this with HOD ma'am. Actually, there is one more we plan for day after tomorrow.